We're about to go over fast feet, but I want to be very clear about something. These kind of drills and this kind of conditioning is not going to happen at a typical soccer practice. If you only have a soccer practice twice a week for an hour or hour and a half, there isn't much time for this type of training. Typically, this training is done at home, outside of the normal training, or even at summer camps. However, if you need some type of additional conditioning work for players, this is great, especially for advancing or highly advanced players. Not only do these drills help with conditioning and prevent injuries, but they make us a quick reactive soccer player. Soccer speed is not just about running and sprinting, it's about reaction time, how quickly we can react and stay on balance. Now, as we go through this training, understand something. I'm just going to simply roll through station after station and show you some of the stations that I use to train quick feet. I will be pointing out mistakes from time to time so you can identify them as well. When we talk about quick feet in soccer or soccer speed, a lot of people think, of course, explosive speed or sprinting, and it's not what we're talking about. What we're trying to talk about, especially with younger players, is programming their muscles and neurological reactions to have very rapid feet, staying on the balls of their feet, and never letting the heel contact the ground. That's one of the key points to this. When we work with quick feet drills, there are a couple quick things that we want to focus on. Number one, of course, staying on the toes or balls of our feet. So we want busy feet and we want to stay on the balls of our feet. We don't want to hop up and down, because if we need to react and we're up in the air, we can't react. So the principle to having real quick speed is to constantly and always have 1 foot on the ground. 1 foot on the ground at all time allows us a much quicker reaction speed versus bouncing up and down. Now I'm up and I need to react, I can't react. That's why it's a constant rapid fire busy feet. When we do these drills, that's what we're focused on. So when we come through, there's 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot on the ground, and we constantly keep this motion moving where we have 1 foot on the ground. We also don't want the body to get out of alignment. In other words, I don't want my body to go over. I want my feet, my body to be constant, my head to be up, and I want the movement to be small with my feet. Small with my feet. My body is constant, it's level, and it's positioned. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep rapid fire feet. We're trying to keep our body position one place. One place. We don't want to see a bunch of up and down hopping. We want to see body constant and the feet moving us. And you're going to notice that, but you're going to see that in players. You're also going to see when you do your two-footed drills. You're going to see when you hop, you're going to have 1 foot land before the other. When we're doing both feet, we want both feet to land, both feet to land, both feet to land. The reason why we want both feet is that's going to keep our body constant and program our muscles to do the hop, quick, keep centered, and it's our feet that are moving back and forth. Now, you can use a speed ladder, you can use cones, you can use just regular like white lines. A lot of people have, you can use a wooden dowel on some of this to hop over. You can use anything you want, but there's just a program in the mind that says, I've got a line that I have to move around while my body stays sort of over that line. You're going to notice that theme a lot. 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot. Really, it's my feet that are hopping out, feet that are hopping back, feet that are hopping out, feet that are hopping back. When you do your touches, you have a tendency to your whole body hop out, your whole body hop with your feet, and you stay relatively aligned. So when you come in and you're hopping, your whole body stays aligned. Josh is the feet out, feet in. Both feet out, both feet in. Don't forget, when working your ladder runs, also working in the reverse or backwards position is great for defenders. This is a constant motion that we use in the game. We're going to step, 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 step. Now, the important part about this, of course, is always on your toes, and I always want to see one foot on the ground. If you're hopping and you have both feet leave, you're not in control. You'll notice something about this footage. Not only are we trying to teach the feet and lower body to be independent and supportive of the upper body, but we always want to train ourselves to constantly have one foot on the ground. Even while we're shifting, even while we're cutting, we try and maintain one foot on the ground at all times. Now here's where you can see the difference between an advanced player and a newly developing player. The younger players have never had this drill before. Watch the rhythm, watch how uncomfortable it is, and watch their timing. You'll notice that this is something that is learned from a young age as we develop into an advanced player. I want everyone to take their cone, move this cone behind the other one. There's a line in between here. So we're not having to raise our feet up high because we're not stepping over anything. So we're keeping our feet as low as possible. So we're going to go 1, 2, step over the line, 1, 2, step over the line, 1, 2. One of the reasons why you're feeling a little bit, I'm going everywhere, is because your body is actually coming a little bit too much with you. So I want you to try and leave your body centered, and it's actually a step, 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 step. The other thing you're going to have to do too is, this is how you look. Look at me. I want you like this. Head up, touch, touch. Here's where I want you to see the main point of this training. Take a look again and watch. You'll see both feet off the ground and one foot not supporting. Having the agility to maintain one foot on the ground and keep our upper body constantly supported by one foot at all times. This makes us a quick, reactive player. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, back in, sprint off. All we're doing is we're running through this. We're going to come through, rapid fire feet, explode, boom, pop, 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 explode, boom. Got it? We're going to use fire, fire, explode out of the zone. Busy feet, busy feet. turn, explode out. We're working on proper movement again, fast feet. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our rapid fire, body stationary, rapid fire feet and just basic running movements and shifting movements, okay? Push off this foot. These are sprinting movements. Plant, push off this foot. The important part of this is, just like we saw before, especially with you, you want to always use your dominant foot to push off. But that's not what we want. We want to be able to come in here, push off to keep our body low, push off with this foot, turn, sprint, push off with this foot. We want each cone to be a foot. Again, here's what we're looking to correct. The first cone is hit properly, there's always one foot on the ground. But watch what happens when she comes into the second cone. She hops, she's in midair, there's no foot on the ground for support. This makes us a slow, unreactive player. I'm coming in, boom, backwards. Plant, coming in. First, watch Josh run through. You'll notice he's constantly light and on the balls of his feet, regardless of the direction he's going. But let's watch Morgan. Morgan comes in heavy and has a solid heel plant on the cone. Matter of fact, both heels plant solidly on the first cone. This is what we're trying to prevent. We want players to stay light and on the balls of their feet so that they can be reactive. Side shuffle, plant, side shuffle. Forward, side, forward, side. I'm out here, checking to you. Hey, hey, call for the ball, touch. Push off with my right, come in here, push off with my left, roll, shuffle, 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 drawing out a defender with me, now checking two. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Much better. Again, this seems like such a subtle point, but I want you to watch. Josh comes in and plants with the correct leg, the outside leg, and pushes off. Next, let's watch a younger player. Watch how he plants with the wrong leg. This creates an unbalanced situation and reduces our reaction speed. Okay, now we're also going to start to work on reactive speed. In other words, how quickly can my mind control my muscles when I have to move, when I have to instantly react? Example, jockeying, a defender, working that offender. How fast can I react? And it's a learned process. The body and muscles have to learn this. It's reactionary, how quicker. The more we practice it, the better we get. Now, when you both come in, you're both going to come in, and what are we going to have? Busy feet. We're going to come in, We're going to walk in, we're going to run in, we're going to have busy light feet, we're going to be in position, our heads up, body working right, and we're going to move it. Ready? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come in with double sets. We're going to come in with pressure defenders, and we're going to come in with cover defenders. So pressure defenders will be in close, cover will be behind. Pressure to pressure, you react to your pressure defenders. Cover, you have to react to your cover defenders. Remember, if they beat you, don't quit. Just because they happen to beat you, keep going. Okay, here's the funny part. This can get really ugly. Even with advanced players, it's confusing. The body has to react, plus the mind has to think. I decided to put up jumping rope because it really is one of my favorite indoor activities. If it's raining outside, you can't get to the field, it's late at night, you can always pick up a jump rope and go out in the garage. Jumping rope is fantastic for cardiovascular, builds muscles, builds reactive speed, and gives us additional quick feet reaction. Now I will warn you, if a player can run all out for 20 minutes before getting tired, they can probably only jump rope for 5 or 10 minutes. It's an exhausting exercise, so be careful with this. Remember, soccer speed is not just about the ability to run fast. True soccer speed is the ability to shift direction quickly while still maintaining balance. Being a quick, reactive player is what we should focus on in the development stages and even into the advanced stages. I want to remind you one more time, these type of quick feet exercises will not be seen by the majority of players throughout their developing years. Taking the time to work with players outside of the normal practice on these drills will greatly improve them. Not only does it help on conditioning, preventing injuries, but it gives us quick reactive speed.